SLU Billikens are still undefeated after last night's 19-point win over Indiana State, but the schedule's about to ramp up and quick thanks to some last-minute schedule magic that welcomes North Carolina State to town tomorrow. The Bills have pretty much cruised so far to a 5-0 record with stars like Hassan French, Javante Perkins, and Jordan Goodwin having their way with most opponents they faced. This week's going to be a test, though. The Billikens are now playing 3 games in just 5 days, but in a year where they're just happy to be playing any basketball at all, SLU's up for the challenge.
With this pandemic and COVID, I think we didn't see it all, getting games canceled. So, I mean, I think this team is good to just adapt with anything, especially how the way the world is being so crazy today. So I think we'll be okay by just adapting to it.
Of course, the big news today in the sports world all across the country is college football. It's signing day, and we get to officially see which high school stars are going where. We have some programs here in St. Louis that have quite a bit to be proud of today. Let's start with DeSmet. The Spartans had 8 players signing their commitments today. Cornerback Ja'Kalen Johnson, regarded by many as the best overall recruit in the state. He's headed to Ohio State. Mekhi Wingo and Taj Butts, they're both staying in-state, committing to Coach Drinkwitz and Mizzou. And on the other side of the river, East St. Louis had 5 players sign national letters of intent today, all of which are also members of the school's honor roll. Receiver Keontez Lewis, he's heading to UCLA, and another pair, quarterback Tyler Macon and receiver Dominic Lovett, they're heading to Mizzou as well. I think you might have noticed a little bit of a trend. Well, Missouri and Coach Drinkwitz have made quite the impression so far this year.
Before Coach Drink coming in, I didn't have a Mizzou offer, so just for him to choose me out of everybody in the country to be his quarterback in the 21 class, it just means a lot to me.
Honestly, Mizzou was never really that high on the list until Coach Drink came in and changed everything. But once he came in, it was like, I know that's where I want to be.
So just how good did Drinkwitz do in the St. Louis area? Check this out. 3 local 4-star rated recruits in this class are going to be Tigers, as Lutheran North's Travion Ford joins Macon and Lovett. And 4 3-stars, they're on the board as well, with Trinity's Tyler Hibbler and Washington's Ryan Hosterkamp joining the DeSmet duo. Also today, MLB Players Alliance Pull-Up Neighbor Bus made a stop in town as part of their nationwide tour. The Alliance is helping provide resources to communities of color during the pandemic. Hazelwood West grad and Milwaukee Brewers pitcher, also recently named Rookie of the Year, Devin Williams, he was on hand today helping as well distribute food and other needed materials. We'll get a full breakdown of signing day later at 6. For now, back to you guys. For college football programs around the country, Christmas is a little early on the calendar this year. It's National Signing Day, and as usual, the St. Louis area had a lot to offer. Let's get right to it and show you where some of the top St. Louis seniors landed this year. Let's go first to CBC for not a commitment, but a decommitment. Receiver Chevalier Brenson back on the market after decommitting today from Illinois after head coach Lovie Smith was fired. Then we'll go over to O'Fallon Christian where Angelo Butts, he's heading to Miami of Ohio, and top-ranked Missouri quarterback Caden McMullen is heading to HBCU Alabama A&M in a unique commitment. Now we'll go over to DeSmet. The heavyweight Spartans had 8 signees today. Mekhi Wingo and Taj Butts are Mizzou bound. Ja'Kalen Johnson, he's going to Ohio State. And Hudson Lillibridge is going to Tulane, among others who signed. The Spartans are really churning out talent at an impressive rate.
We all helped each other get better, and the guys who graduated before us, the younger guys, we all helped each other get better. We're going to help the younger guys get better. The older guys helped us get better. But it's just amazing that we have so many guys going D1. It's just to show, how good of DeSmet and the athletic program could be.
Now let's cross the river. East St. Louis had 5 signees, 2 of which are going to play together again in college for Eli Drinkwitz at Mizzou. 4-star quarterback and wide receiver duo Tyler Macon and Dominic Lovett are hoping to replicate that state championship winning connection for the Tigers and are fired up to play under Coach Drink's offense.
He brings great energy to the program. I like his style of play. I like the way he thinks, how he coach. Everything about him is just great. His vibe, overall, love him.
Next up, we'll go to Lutheran North, who had 3 signees, including standout defensive end Travion Ford, the highest-ranked recruit Mizzou pulled in this year. Then it's over to Trinity. Safety Tyler Hibbler, he's another Mizzou signee, and wideout Demetrius Cannon, he's headed to Louisville. And last, let's talk about Cardinal Ritter, who had a number of signings, including running back Bill Jackson, who's on his way to Tulsa. So you may have noticed a common theme here. In the first recruiting class at Missouri, Drinkwitz and his staff cleaned up in the St. Louis area and around Missouri as a whole. That's by design, but today is just the beginning. The Tigers hope to only build from here.
Hopefully it's just a beginning of taking root where the best players want to stay. And there was still some that got away. But you got to start small and continue to expand and lay the foundation and lay some roots. And I think we were able to create some inroads, specifically in rural Missouri and in St. Louis.
That's it for sports. Mike, back to you.